Moynihan, we are completely live, my friend. Good morning, and how are you?
Good morning. How are you? Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Dude, I am so excited to you. I hope you don't have any other interviews. You can let Art know we're done for the day because we are just keeping you, man. We are officially,
fantastic.
Whether you think it or not, and whether you think your wife or your kid may be up there, no. We are your biggest fans here. My producer and I are big SNL fans, big Bobby Moynihan fans. We call a job a jorb on the show all the time to the point where people go, what the hell is a jorb? Like, we have inside jokes that are a part of our universe that are all just straight Bobby from SNL sketches, and we are huge. We're in the weeds all the time, thanks to David Pumpkins. Like, we, just so you know, we are big Bobby Moynihan fans here at the Big J Show.
Well, that's the greatest. I just told my wife and daughter to leave, and you're more than welcome to move in now.
Perfect. Thank you very, very much. Bobby, we got a lot to talk about. Obviously, SNL was fun, but screw that. Done. You have moved on. We are now Mr. Mayor. We just finished up too, but we are also big Mr. Mayor fans. So I have to tell you our fun little story here. We used to do this thing where back in the day we did radio, but we didn't follow any of the rules. Now we have followed a few of them. But I interviewed Ted Danson many years ago, and I got his direct number somehow. So I had it saved in my phone. And what we used to do was every day on Ted Danson's birthday, we would call the number, and he would sleepily answer the phone and go, hello? And I'd say, hey, is this Ted Danson? And he'd go, yes, who's this? And we would go, happy birthday! And yell, and then he would go, whoa, and then we'd hang up on him. And we did that every single year for his birthday until they made it very illegal to prank people without their permission. And so we have not called him for years, and I'm hoping at some point you can let him know that we don't hate him. We just don't call him anymore live on the air because it's illegal now.
Number one, I cannot wait to ask him about this. And number two, in the pantheon of prank phone calls to be woken up by, a loving crowd remembering your birthday every year is not the worst thing in the world.
That's kind of how we felt about the whole thing. But Mr. Mayor, a great show, obviously. We're big fans of the creators and voices behind that show, and obviously you do an incredible job on that show. So what do we think about Mr. Mayor? Was that a good get? Do you like it? Is it coming back? Are we going to stay on the air? Do you regret that decision? How do we feel about that?
So I'm kidding. So it was the best. I mean, I absolutely love it. I was a huge fan of Tina Fey and Robert Carlock's work. I got to do Kimmy Schmidt, and it felt like I was like, oh, this is the best. I hope I get to work with these guys again. And then Mr. Mayor came around, and I was very, very lucky. It's the best. I hope it goes on forever. We'll see.
All right, good. It's official, you guys. If you liked Mr. Mayor,
forever. Like maybe 7 seasons.
Okay, 7 seasons. All right, we got one down. At least 6 seasons to go. So watch that story arc. It's got a long way to progress. But also, you're dabbling in the animation a little bit here. You did a little Cartoon Network, and now you've got some sci-fi animated originals. Tell people about these new, highly child-friendly children's cartoons you're a part of.
This is definitely not child-friendly, this one. I'm on this new one called The Pole. I play Santa Claus or St. Nick. It's kind of like The Crown. It's in the sense of it's all the politics and the scandals and the inner workings of the Claus family and sort of the power struggle that goes on during the rest of the year when it's not Christmas. It's crazy.
And it's a true story. I mean, for a lot of people that knew, I mean, weird choice to take it into the animation realm, but it's kind of a true-to-life story of St. Nick behind the scenes. A lot of people didn't know he struggled with cocaine addiction and things like that.
It's very, very true and accurate. There was, a lot of people don't know, there definitely was a very real Penguin newscaster played by Colin Jost.
Yes.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. But it's just the family of the Clauses and the whole story about how, the theory is that this is the 20th version of Santa Claus, and the code is handed down like the Pope, and it's a fun dive. It's a lot of insanity.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, and great cast too. I mean, as you mentioned there too, you got Colin Jost, you got some other Sashir Zameda from SNL, Nicole Byer. You got some funny people there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you, with COVID stuff happening, are you getting to work with these people directly, or is this one of those where you just record your part and send it in and hope it comes together well?
No, I haven't seen my friends in a year. I have a recording booth in my closet now. Have for since the beginning of the pandemic. Just all of my dialogue in the poll. I'm in my pajamas in my closet.
Nice. Is that something I just got to know, because I don't know what life is like for a big Hollywood celebrity like Bobby Moynihan. Is that something where you go, oh crap, I'm gonna be recording some stuff. I got to run down to the local Best Buy and buy a microphone, a laptop, some foam for the walls, or do you just call a guy and be like, yo, it's Bobby Moynihan, I need a studio, and he comes over and builds one for you?
I'm sure there are people that do that. I sort of very slowly in the beginning of the pandemic, like everyone else, went like, well, it might be a few weeks. So, in the beginning I had a little mic and a ring light, and then now I'm looking up people who make sound booths in closets for when that can happen.
What else has been happening in your life during the entire pandemic? Obviously, things have been different work-wise. Luckily, Mr. Mayor was still able to be done. Obviously, recording voice work is super easy during the pandemic. What other projects have you been working on?
A bunch of stuff. I've been, lucky. I feel like a lot of stuff I can't talk about yet, to be honest. But you'll see soon, I guess. Yeah, lots of fun stuff.
I can't wait. Obviously, I hope your career is just insane. I want to see you in every single project out there. Who from the SNL cast do you still keep in touch with? Do you have any really good friends from the show, or was that just all on-screen chemistry and now you don't speak to any of them?
Lauren's here right now. He says hi. I talk to a lot of people. It varies, It's also 9 years. I just talked to Keenan the other day. I talked to Keenan probably the most. Okay. Taryn, Killam, Jake Farrow, Vanessa. I love everybody.
Then I gotta ask my Keenan question here, because as a big SNL fan, I always try to figure this stuff out. Why is Keenan still on SNL? I feel like he's got that longevity. He wants to, he likes breaking that record. But I feel like he was maybe going to pull a Moynihan and be like, it's time for me to move on to other stuff. I feel like the way NBC looped him in to keep him on the show was said, how about we give you your own show and you can do that as well as long as you stay on SNL. I feel like it was their way of saying, we don't want you to leave. What about if we let you do your own show as well? Will you stay?
I love the SNL speculation. As a diehard SNL fan myself, I love the well, God, why is he still there? But why not? He's Kenan Thompson. He's put on this earth for that show. I would have stayed there for the rest of my life. Like Kenan, if there was no Kenan Thompson, I would have loved to have been even a percentage of what he has given to that show. But I wanted to have a kid and a family, and that was more important at the time. But Kenan did it both, and he does it all. And I don't think there is any world where they're like, Kenan, please stay on the show, we'll give you a TV show. I think they were like, Kenan was just at the point in his life where he was like, you know what? I do this really well, and I'm good enough to do a TV show, too, and now he's doing it.
All right.
Kenan's a machine, man.
I thought they were maybe just trying anything they could to keep him forever, and they were just like, we're going to see a Bridesmaids follow-up called
they
Groomsmen.
should.
Groomsmen comes out next, starring Kenan and anybody else they need to keep on the show. Also, as I'm sure you're still watching, is Bowen Yang going to be a huge breakout? Is he not already delivering the heat right out the gate?
Yeah, that whole cast is, man. Heidi Gardner, Bowen, everybody. Ego, the whole... I'm an SNL fan, and those guys right now, first of all, I can't imagine what it would be like to get SNL during the pandemic. My heart goes out to them for that. But, yeah, no, they're all killing it. Chris Redd, they got a lot of good people on that show right now.
All they're missing is a Bobby Moynihan. Somebody wants to know when you return as host. Yes, can you confirm the date you will be hosting SNL, Bobby?
I know it's bizarre tonight. We're doing a special Wednesday night live for St. Patrick's Day. Check it out.
Tonight is the night. Tune in.
Exclusive.
And then after that, after we all watch...
I'm also the musical guest. It's going to be terrible.
I've seen you do music. I'm looking forward to that. After the SNL special WNL Tonight with Bobby Moynihan, you can see the premieres of The Pole starring Bobby as Saint Nick and then The Summoner, both of those tonight on Sci-Fi. So you can check those out, add them to your DVR, check them out after they air. And Bobby, anything else that's legally allowed to be talked about other than Mr. Mayor, which we can binge now on Hulu? Anything else we should be watching of yours now before all these top secret projects get announced?
Sure. Check out Lofi on Comedy Central's digital platform. Check out Flora and Ulysses on Disney Plus. Yeah.
You got a lot. You got to get the Flora and Ulysses in there for your daughter. I appreciate that. Bobby Moynihan.
Yeah, why not? It's a great movie.
I love you. I love being able to talk to you. Hopefully, we
can
do it again in the future. Tell Ted Danson hi for us, and that if he ever wants to reach out and give us the okay to call him again on his birthday, we'd be happy to start that tradition up again. But Bobby Moynihan, it's been a pleasure, my friend. We'll talk to you in the future. Have a great week.
You too, man. I might start doing it on his birthday, just so you know. I will continue to do it.
Love it. See you, Bobby. Have a great morning.